Good morning, children. Today we will be dealing with the next lesson or chapter, chapter 8, Introduction to Trigonometry. That means you will be introduced to a new branch of mathematics, and it is a vast branch of mathematics which is used in higher studies, especially for engineering and higher studies. This branch of mathematics, trigonometry, has a great application. The basic of trigonometry will be explained to you in class 10. Now, what is the word trigonometry deals with? Divide this word into three parts as trigon and metry. Tri can be considered as 3. Metry can be considered as measure of, and gon, sides. It is a Greek word, and based on the measure of 3 sides of a right triangle. You have come across right triangles in many lessons. If you observe the situations around you, imagine you are standing on a level ground. That means you are standing on one side of a road. You are seeing a building on the other side of the road, and you are watching the building from the road here. You can see that, you can imagine an angle formed as a right triangle because the building always will be on a perpendicular height. So, the right triangle application you will see in every live situation. Let's define trigonometry, or let's see what trigonometry deals with. This figure, triangle ABC, represents a right triangle at B. So, if angle B is 90 degree, what can we say about the other two angles, angle A and angle C? They will be summing up to 90 degree, which means that both A and C will be acute angles. That means the measure of angle A and angle C will always be less than 90 degree each. So, in a right triangle, if one angle is 90 degree, definitely the other two angles will be acute because of angle sum property of a triangle. And now, if we consider one of the acute angle C, for the acute angle C, there is a side opposite to it. Which is the side opposite to it? For angle C, the side opposite to it is AB. That means its opposite side is AB. And for angle C, its adjacent side. What's the meaning of adjacent side? That means a side close to it is BC. And in a right triangle, hypotenuse takes a fixed position. What is that position? Always the side opposite to the right angle will represent the hypotenuse. So, which is the hypotenuse? The hypotenuse is AC length. If you consider angle A, for acute angle A, it is not the same as you have mentioned here. What is the opposite side for angle A? The opposite side is BC. The adjacent side is AB. And hypotenuse is always AC because angle B is 90 degree. And hypotenuse is AC. And now trigonometry deals with certain ratios. That means certain trigonometric ratios are defined for acute angles A or C based on the sides. Which sides we are taking as opposite side, adjacent side and hypotenuse. So I hope for a particular angle, how do you consider the opposite side, adjacent side and hypotenuse is clear to you. Now let's see what are the names of this trigonometric ratios. We will define the trigonometric ratios for angle C in this particular figure. There are 6 trigonometric ratios. And as we said earlier, it is always based on the measure of the sides, and the word ratio shows that it is a fraction value and it will not have any unit. That means a ratio means it is division, and ratio will be only the comparison of same quantities, and so it will not have a unit. The first ratio is Sine Angle C. The full form is S-I-N-E, Sine Angle C, or we call it as Sine C as the short form, is equal to, normally we know that it always the ratios are for angle, and so Sine C is enough. No need of a angle symbol there. Is sine represents for that particular angle which is the opposite side divided by hypotenuse. So for angle C, which is the opposite side? The opposite side is AB by AC, because AC is the hypotenuse. So if you hear the word sine of an angle, automatically look at the angle, that angle's opposite side by hypotenuse. So what will be sine A? For the acute angle A, sine A means what is the opposite side of A, angle A, is BC by AC. So based on the acute angles, the ratio, the length of the sides will change. The next is, the second ratio is called Cosine Angle C, or the short form is Cos C. Will tell you what is the adjacent side of angle C by hypotenuse. So the formula is adjacent side by hypotenuse, or which is the adjacent side for angle C, that is BC divided by AC. And so what will be cos A? The word cos represents adjacent by hypotenuse. Now for angle A, which is the adjacent side, AB, and hypotenuse is AC. So whenever you hear the word cos of an angle, it always represents the adjacent side by hypotenuse. The third ratio is called the tangent of angle C, which is short form is tan C, which is the same as opposite side by adjacent side. That is for angle C, which is the opposite side and which is the adjacent side. So opposite side by adjacent side, which is equal to AB by BC. And now here you can see that opposite side by adjacent side is the ratio for tan. What will be the operation you must have applied to get a ratio as opposite by adjacent is, if you have taken opposite side by hypotenuse divided by adjacent side by hypotenuse, what could have happened? It must have happened like opposite side by hypotenuse into hypotenuse by adjacent side, which gives you the ratio of tan. So what is the relation between sine of an angle, cos of an angle and tan of an angle is, therefore tan C is the same as sine C. The operation is division by cos C. So tangent of an angle is sine of the same angle divided by cos of the same angle, or it is the same as opposite side by adjacent side. And now the next three ratios, the fourth, fifth and sixth, are related with the first three ratios. Actually, they are the reciprocals of the first three ratios. So the first reciprocal is the reciprocal of sine, is giving you the fourth ratio, as the name is cosecant C, or cosec C is 1 by sine C. You need not by heart hypotenuse by opposite. Get the value of sine, just apply its reciprocal. So better for easy understanding, by heart only these three ratios, and the reciprocal of the concerned ratios should be made very clear. Reciprocal of sine is the fourth ratio, cosec. 1 by sine C is the same as, according to this picture, it is AC by AB. You know that sine is AB by AC, so cosec is AC by AB. Then the fifth ratio is reciprocal of cosine is secant C, or sec C, which is the same as 1 by cos C. Cos is adjacent by hypotenuse. It will be hypotenuse by adjacent, or you can write it as AC by BC. Get the value of cos and just put its reciprocal. And now, for memory's sake, cosec and C and S. Cosec will be related with sine and sec will be related with cos. There is an interchange of the letters. You cannot say that cosec is the reciprocal of cos. No. Cosec is the reciprocal of sine. Sec is the reciprocal of cos. That way you can memorize. And the sixth ratio is reciprocal of cotangent, or it is cotangent angle C, or cot C is 1 by tan C. Tan C is AB by BC. Therefore, cot C is BC by AB. So, these are the 6 trigonometric ratios. Sine of an angle is opposite by hypotenuse. Cos of an angle is adjacent by hypotenuse. Tan of an angle is opposite by adjacent. And the angle should be always the acute angles. The reciprocal of sine is called cosec C, cosec of an angle. The reciprocal of cos is sec of an angle. the reciprocal of tan of an angle is cot of that angle. And the words sine, cos, tan do not exist as such. It will always be related with an angle. Sine of an angle, sine A, cos B, tan C. It will always be related with an angle. At the same time, the angle should be the acute angle and not right angle. Trigonometric ratios are defined only for acute angles, and so the ratios have to be made thorough in your mind. Before passing on to the first exercise, using this figure, triangle PQR right angled at Q, let's see how you are defining the ratios for this particular angle theta. That means instead of angle P, I can call it as theta. So what is the first ratio? The first ratio is sine theta. Sine theta is, the word represents, this word sine represents opposite side by hypotenuse. For this particular angle theta, opposite side is QR and hypotenuse is PR. So what is the ratio? It is QR by PR. Or till you are thorough with the concept, you can write the definition as sine theta is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse, which is the same as QR by PR. The second ratio is cosine theta or cos theta. What is the basic of cos theta? Is the adjacent side by hypotenuse. So cos theta is the same as adjacent side by hypotenuse for this particular angle. Adjacent side is PQ and the hypotenuse is PR. The third trigonometric ratio is tangent theta or tan theta. Tan theta is the same as opposite by adjacent side, or it is the ratio QR by PQ. Once you are thorough with these three ratios, the reciprocals. The reciprocal of sine, that means the letter S, it will become cosec theta is 1 by sine theta, which is the same as PR by QR. The reciprocal of cos is the same as sec theta, and it is 1 by cos theta, which is equal to PR by PQ. And the reciprocal of tan is cot theta. It is 1 by tan theta, which is the same as PQ by QR. Exercise 8.1, question number 1. In triangle ABC right angled at B. Every question you should have a small right triangle in the side of the answer. In triangle ABC right angled at B, AB is equal to 24 centimeter. Then BC is equal to 7 centimeter. Determine sine A, cos A, and the second question is sine C and cos C. When you see the right triangle here, the measure of the side is given as AB centimeter, BC as 7 centimeter, which shows that the length is given to you. It is not a ratio. So if you know AB and BC, the next step is to calculate AC by Pythagoras theorem as square root of AB square plus BC square, which is the same as 24 square plus 7 square. It is 576 plus 49, it is 625 or it is 25 centimeter. And the value here may not be a perfect square always. It can be any rational number. You can make it as a mixed number or a mixed rational number. The next concept is for A. For angle A, sine angle A is opposite side, which is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse, which is the opposite side of angle A is BC by AC, hypotenuse, or the value is 7 by 25. You will not write the centimeter since it is a ratio. Centimeter by centimeter, the comparison should be always with the same units. If any of the unit is different, you should convert, but here all three units are centimeter, and so the ratio is 7 by 25. Cos A. Cos is the ratio of adjacent side by hypotenuse, which is the same as AB by AC, which is the same as 24 by 25. No need of centimeter, it's only the numerical values. The next value is sine C. In the same triangle for acute angle C. Sine C is opposite side of angle C by hypotenuse, which is equal to AB by AC, or the value is 24 by 25. What is cos C? For the acute angle C, cos is adjacent side by hypotenuse. The adjacent side is BC by hypotenuse is AC, and it is 7 by 25. So this is the way you write the ratios. That means you will ignore the units, you will write only the ratio with only the numbers. Question 2. In the figure, find tan P minus cot R. You are given a right triangle PQR, right angled at Q. The measure of PQ is given as 12 centimeter. PR is given as 13 centimeter. Angle Q 90 degree. You are asked to find out tan P minus cot R. The question is to find tan P minus cot R. For any of the ratios, you need always the third side. So QR can be found out as square root of PR square minus PQ square, which is the same as PR the whole square minus PQ the whole square is 13 square minus 12 square, square root of 169 minus 144, square root of 25 is equal to 5 centimeter. And now you have to find what is tan P. Tan P, for angle P, tan is its opposite side by its adjacent side. That is opposite side by adjacent side, which is equal to its opposite side is QR, adjacent side is PQ, and the answer is 5 by 12. Now the next is cot R. As we have seen, cot is the reciprocal of tan R. You can write it as 1 by tan R. 1 by, what is tan R value? Tan R is its opposite side by its adjacent side, that is 12 divided by 5, or it is the same as what is 1 by 12 divided by 5 is 5 by 12. Or you can remember, you can write first tan R and take its reciprocal. And now, therefore, what is tan P minus cot R is equal to 5 by 12 minus 5 by 12, which is equal to 0. Question number 3. if sine A is equal to 3 by 4, calculate cos A and tan A. Here the question shows the difference as sine is a ratio they told you. In the previous sums, they have given you as a measure of 25 centimeter, 7 centimeter and so on. So that is the difference of these type of questions. How to plot in the picture is, now sine A is equal to 3 by 4, which shows that A has to be one of the acute angle. A cannot be the right angle. That is the first hint. Then B and C. The angle mentioned here should be one of the acute angles. Next step. Sine is, the value of sine A is given. That means for angle A, opposite side by hypotenuse is 3 by 4. Shows that if the opposite side takes the value 3k, the hypotenuse takes the value 4k. That means it is never 3 centimeter and 4 centimeter. It changes as per a ratio. So you must plot it as, let the length of BC be 3k units and length of AC be 4k units. Then that is, let BC is equal to 3k units and AC is equal to 4k units. Therefore, immediately what will be the length of AB? Square root of 4k the whole square minus 3k the whole square, square root of 16k square minus 9k square, square root of 7k square or root 7k. The value of AB is root 7k. Now you can find out what is cos A. Cos A is adjacent side by hypotenuse, which is the same as AB by AC, or the answer is root 7k by 4k, or it is the same as root 7 by 4. That always, since it is a ratio, we must not mention the unit, so the value is root 7 by 4. Tan A is the same as, for angle A, it is opposite by adjacent. It is the same as BC by AB, or 3k by root 7k, or the answer is 3 by root 7. Fourth question. Given that 15 cot A is equal to 8, find sine A and sec A. 15 cot A is equal to 8. Immediately, what is cot A is equal to? It is 8 divided by 15. Now, the reciprocal of cot is the ratio of tan. Therefore, tan A is equal to 15 by 8. Why did I take this is, once you know the ratios of sine, cos and tan, it is easy to mark it in the figure. Or cot is the reciprocal of 1 by, cot is the reciprocal of tan, that way also you can remember. Or write it as tan A is equal to 15 by 8. Now you can always take A into this position so that you will be always familiar with the picture. Tan A is equal to 15 by 8. Tan means it is, for angle A, the opposite side is BC. That means the BC length is 15 units and adjacent side is AB is 8 units. That is, tan A is equal to 15 by 8 means opposite by adjacent. So 15k and 8k. You can take it as 15k and 8k. So what will be the length of AC? Will be square root of BC square plus AB square, square root of 15k the whole square plus 8k the whole square 225k square plus 64k square. 5 plus 4, 9, 289k square, or the square root of 289 is 17k. And now you are supposed to find out what is sine A. Is the same as opposite by hypotenuse. For angle A, opposite side is BC, hypotenuse is AC, or the answer is 15k by 17k. It is 15 by 17. Sec A. Sec A is the reciprocal of cos A, which is 1 by. Cos is adjacent by hypotenuse, which is 8k by 17k, or what is 1 by 8 by 17 is 17 by 8. That is question number 4. Question number 5. If sec theta is equal to 13 by 12, calculate all the other ratios. Same way as I explained to you, sec theta is 13 by 12. Therefore, the reciprocal of sec is cos theta is equal to 12 by 13. You will draw a small triangle. You can mark theta here, and then cos theta is equal to 12 by 13 shows that adjacent side by hypotenuse. Adjacent side by hypotenuse. Then immediately you can find out AB as square root of AC square minus BC square, which is equal to 13k the whole square minus 12k the whole square. Square root of 169k square minus 144k square, square root of 25k square, or 5k. And now they wanted all the other ratios. So sec and cos already you have mentioned here. The first ratio is sine theta is opposite by hypotenuse, which is the same as 5k by 13k, which is equal to 5 by 30. Once you are thorough with the formulas, you can avoid this. You can directly write the ratios. After sine, cos is already here. Next is tan theta is opposite by adjacent, which is the same as opposite side by adjacent side. That is AB by BC is the same as 5k by 12k, or 5 by 12. Sine, cos, tan. Then cosec. Cosec theta is 1 by sine theta. Sine theta value is 5 by 13. Therefore, cosec theta will be 13 by 5. Or you can write one more step here as 1 by 5 by 13, which is equal to 13 by 5. Cosec, and then cot theta. Cot theta is the same as 1 by tan theta. 1 by tan theta is 5 by 12, or 12 by 5. Now, after getting the basic meanings of the ratios, you can apply your own way how to get the ratios, but the ratios have to be the correct when you are writing it. Whichever way you want it, as reciprocal or by hearting the formulas, it is an optional concept for you.